Hi students, myself Maheshwari from CSC department. I belongs to MVR College of Engineering and Technology. I lead the subject Mobile Computing for 4th BTech first semester. A very good morning to one and all. Today I start the class section of 11th. Today I would like to deliver the topic which is nothing but MAC layer. So MAC layer, the objectives are the MAC layer and motivation, problems, hidden and exposed terminals, near and far terminals, access method, multiple access. Those are SDMA, FDMA, CDMA, TDMA. In that, Aloha, slotted Aloha, demand access multiple access, demand assigned multiple access, mecha, poly mechanism, inhibit sense multiple access, comparisons. So those are all the objectives we learn in this section. So the overview of these main chapters is in this MAC layer, mostly in starting we can learn in wireless transmission of chapter 2 and medium access control. This is nothing but chapter 3. In this chapter it will be included as chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6 and chapter 7. The chapter 4 is telecommunication system, satellite system, broadcast system and wireless LAN. These all are we learn in based of medium access control. So depends on these chapters of 4, 5, 6, 7, it will be in mobile network layer. In this mobile network layer, it will be a chapter is mobile transport layer, and the chapter 10 is support for mobility. So the base of mobile computing is wireless transmission. In this wireless transmission, we can advance the topic which is nothing but medium access control, which is nothing but MAC. So this topic we learn today. So MAC, which is nothing but medium access control. So MAC means, as previous section I told you, MAC means what? Medium access control. So it is a sublayer of data link layer. So MAC is a sublayer of data link layer of open system interconnection, which is nothing but OSI reference model for data transmission. It is responsible for flow control and multiplexing for transmission medium, and it controls the transmission of data and packets via remote shared channels. So the nature of MAC medium access control is sublayer of data link layer, and it is a OSI reference model. It is used for data transmission. It is the responsible for flow control and multiplexing for the transmission medium. Okay, and mostly it controls the transmission of data and packets by using of remote shared channels. Okay, here in this it is, I said, it is a data link layer. So MAC is a sublayer of data link layer. So here we firstly know data link control layer, which is nothing but DLC. It is the main role to establish reliability, point to point or point to multi-point connection, and it is difference between devices over wide and wireless medium. So the data link control layer can play a main role to establish reliability of point to point and point to multi-point connections. So mostly the devices are wide and wireless medium. The data link control layer is divided into two sublayers. Those are LLC and MAC. In this LLC means the logical link layer, and MAC means the medium access control. The medium access control. Here today we learn about the MAC, which is nothing but medium access control. This medium access control comprises all the mechanisms that regulate user access to medium using SDM, TDM, FDM and CDMs. Those abbreviations are we learn in next slides. The main focus on this chapter based on TDM. Okay, so here the MAC can do, it is the one of the sub layer of data link control layer. So it is used for data transmission. Okay, and it can do responsible for flow of control and multiplexing of transmission medium, and this MAC can control transmission of data and packets via remotely shared channels. So in this MAC it can have all the mechanisms. Those mechanisms are SDMA, TDMA, FDMA and CDMA. So mostly we can focus on this chapter in TDMA. So the motivation of in MAC is, can we apply media access method for fixed network? Yes, we can apply. So these examples are CDMA or CD. So CDMA means C for carrier, S for sense, M for multiple, A for access with collision detection. So this is the abbreviation of CSMA or CD. So which is nothing but carrier sends multiple access with collision detection. It sends as soon as the medium is free. So mostly the medium is listened to collision occurs based on the legacy method in IEEE of 802.3. So in this CSMA can do, it is a sensible multiple access, and as soon as possible the medium is in free because of the collision occurs. So that collisions occurs we can clear out based on legacy method in IEEE of 802.3. Here the problems in wireless network is it might be case the sender cannot hear the collision, that is C dot does not work. If the sender does not hear what the receiver will speak out, then the collision is occurred, that is CD does not work. Okay, the collision detection is not work, and signal strength decreases proportional to the square of the distance and obstacles and antenna the signal ever further. The sender would apply carrier sense CS and collision detection, but the collision happen at the receiver. Furthermore, the carrier sense is not working if the terminal is hidden. Okay, so on that purpose the problems of wireless network will be happen in this CDM MAC. See this, the motivation hidden and exposed terminals. Hidden and exposed terminals I can explain here. Here the hidden terminals are A, B, C. The hidden terminals are, see here, here the terminals are A, B, C. In this A, B, C, A sends to B, and whatever the data having the A that will send to communicate with B cannot, C cannot receive A. See here, C cannot receive here. The A to B will be sent, and B, C cannot receive the A. C want to send B to C. C want to send, see this picture, C want to send B. So C sends a fire of medium of CS fail. Carrier sense is fail because the collision at B and A, the collision at B and A, collision at B, A cannot reach the collision, CD is fail. So A is hidden for C. So A is hidden for C. See this picture clearly, you can understand. And exposed terminals. In this exposed terminals, B sends to A. So B sends to A, the green circle is B, sends to A. C want to send to another terminal, not A or B. C want to send here in C there is a violet circle is, so C want to send another side, right side, but it not AB. Okay, C has to wait. C has to wait because the CS signal, which is nothing but carrier sends signals, a medium is used. Okay, but A is outside the radio range. A is outside the radio range of C. C having the violet color and A having green color and B having red color. See here, the color variation will be observed here, but A is outside the radio range of C, therefore the waiting is not necessary. So C is exposed to B. Here C is exposed to B because the A outside of the radio range. See here, the motivation near and far. In previous slide we saw the motivation of hidden and exposed. Here we see the terminals near and far, what it happened. Here the terminals A and B, and here the terminals A, B are send and C is receiver. Here the terminals A and B are send and C is receive. The signal strength A, see here, A, B, C terminals are there. A and B are sender and C is receives. The signal strength decreases proportional to the square of the distance. So the signal strength decreases proportional to the square of the distance. The signal of terminal B therefore drawn out A signal and C cannot receive A. The C cannot receive A. Okay, the terminals near and far. Here the near is A and B nearer and C is far to receive. So the signal terminal B therefore drowns out A signals out, so cannot receive A. The C cannot receive A because it is very far and nearer to B, so it receives only B, and the terminal having and A is C is cannot receive A. If C for example was arbiter for sending writes, the terminal B would drawn out terminal A already on the physical layer. Also server problem of CDMA networks and presence power control needed. And access methods for SDMA, FDMA and TDMA, CDMA. The multiplexing schemes presented in this chapter are now used to control medium access. Here SDMA means the space division multiple access. In this space division multiple access, the segment space into sector use directed antennas and cell structures, sectorized antenna, beam forming. So those all are in SDMA. And FDMA means, here the abbreviations are very important, those to this chapter. So SDMA means space device multiple access, remember that. And FDMA means frequency division multiple access. The name itself, it will be transmit the channel between sender and receiver, the frequency division, so multiple access in sender to receiver. And permanent, it is radio broadcast, slow hopping GSM, fast hopping, which is nothing but FHSS frequency, which is nothing but frequency hopping spectrum. See this FDFI or FDMA general scheme. This is the example of GSM. GSM, which is nothing but what I said in previous classes. GSM, which is nothing but global system for mobile communication. Here I take frequencies of the mobile station based on, so here the frequencies will be in 960 megahertz, 935.2 megahertz, 950 megahertz, 890.2 megahertz. This is the initial, so it will be taken as 1, and it is the antenna, it having the 200 kilohertz. So by based on the frequency divisible duplex, the simultaneously access the medium of both direction, uplink and downlink. So uplink and downlink means uplink earth to station, earth to antenna or satellite we can call as uplink, satellite to earth we can call as downlink, for the mobile station to base station and vice versa. So mobile station is in, so this example of GSM is frequency of U equal to 890 plus n into 0.2. This is the formula, and frequency of division D equal to frequency of duplex plus 45 equal to 935 plus n into 0.2. Here the initial it is 890 and it having the frequency of 1 in 935 into n into 0.2. Accessing methods for CDMA. So CDMA, which is nothing but code division multiple access. So the code division multiple access, it is all terminals send the same frequency probably at the same time and can use the whole bandwidth of the transmission channel. Each sender have unique random number. The sender XORs the signal with the random number. The receiver can tune in the signal if it is knows the pseudo random number. Tuning is done via correlation function. Okay, and it has the CDMA code division multiple access. The code division means it is a unique random number and it is the frequency of whole bandwidth based on the transmission channel. Okay, that is having the receiver receives the signal of tune pseudo random number. Okay, the disadvantages of CDMA is higher complexity of the receiver. All signals should have the same strength of at their receiver, and the advantages are all terminals can use the same frequency, no planning needed. Whose code space? The code space is example 232 compared to frequency space. And interfaces, these interfaces is not coded. For error correction and encryption can be easily integrated. So the access methods SDMA and FDMA. So in this CDMA, which is nothing but code division multiple access, again I repeat, in this code division multiple access, it having the whole bandwidth of transmission channel and the frequency probably at the same time can use at all the terminals, and it having the unique random number, and it receives the tune of the signal pseudo random number. Okay, so it has some disadvantages and advantages. Disadvantages are higher complexity and all signals should have the same strength. Advantages are all terminals can use the same frequency, no planning needed, huge code space and interfaces, forward error correction and encryption can be easily integrated. And TDMA is very important to this concept. MAC, which is nothing but medium access control. In this time division multiple access. In this time division multiple access means the fixed sending frequency to a transmission channel between a sender and receiver for a certain amount of time, it will be assigned. Okay, and it is used to only one frequency, thus very simple receiver and transmitter, and synchronization between sender and receiver in the domain is needed. It has the fixed patterns and dynamic allocation requires the identification of each transmission. For example, MAC address. time division multiple access. In this fixed TDMA, see here, the typical solution for wireless phone system and Mac is simple. The only crucial point is to access the receive time slot at the right moment, suitable for connections with a fixed bandwidth, guarantee fixed delay, for example every 10 milliseconds as in detect, and use it for the many digital mobile phone systems like GSM and DECT. Okay, see here the general TDMA or TDD means, here see here there is example, the frequencies are 1 2 3 and 11, so on up to it will be moving on one, it having the 417 milliseconds, and it having the downlink and uplink to the antenna. So here the time division will be occurred in a fixed length, so the fixed length, and it will be a downlink. So satellite to earth is downlink, earth to satellite is uplink. Here the fixed bandwidth will be a connection, and it is used to digital mobile phones for GSM. So here it is a wireless phone system, typical solution for wireless mobile system. Aloha and slotted aloha, see here it is a mechanism. This mechanism is random or distributed time complex for multiplex, and slotted aloha is additional users time slots. Sending must always started at a slot boundaries. See here the variation of aloha and slotted aloha. Here sender A, B, C is there, and A will be sent based on the color variation of violet, B will send based on the color variation of yellow, and C will send based on the color variation of blue. Okay, see here it will be sends the information. So see here in B and A having the collision, okay, and C and B having the collision. So you can clearly see the orange line of collision will be occurred in this aloha. Okay, again the C and A is collision, so right side of C and A is collision will occur. So these two happen the collision. Okay, and again the slotted aloha means, here see this see this picture, in above aloha there is no in slotted, so the lines are not in that. And the slotted aloha is, it is separated by segmented by slots. So sender A sends the information, sender B sends the transmission, and sender C sends the information. So in this, where it will be collision occur. So if the slots are in B and C having the collision occur, at the same time slot of C and A having the collision occur. So see this two picture, the color variation of orange is in collision. So collision, which is nothing but overlap to one to another, that is collision. Here A and B, C in aloha there is a collision, and slotted aloha B and C is a same time and they are overlapped, so it occur the collision. DAMA. So demand assigned multiple access. It is a channel frequency only 18%, for aloha 36%, for slotted aloha. It is used for reservation, can increase efficiency to 80%. A sender receives a future time slot. Sending with this received time slot is possible without collision. Reservation also causes higher delays. Typical scheme for satellite links, for example, of reservation algorithms: the explicit reservation, the reservation of aloha, and implicit reservation of TDMA. So explicit reservation, which is nothing but aloha, and implicit reservation and reservation of time division multiple access. Access method for DAMA, explicit reservation. Here the explicit reservation, which is nothing but reservation of Aloha, and it have two modes. Aloha mode for reservation, and it is competition for small reservation slots, collision possibles, and reserved mode for data transmission within successful reserved slot, no collision possible. It is important for all stations to keep the reservation list consistent at any point in time, and therefore all stations have the synchronized for time to time. See here, the Aloha reserved in that, and Aloha reserved, Aloha reserved. So here in both Aloha having the reserved, but based on the collision will be happen, because the small reservation slots will be competition for collision possible. So the small collision parts having the collision. See this picture, you can clearly examine the orange color identifies the collision, defines the collision. MAC collision avoidance, which is nothing but multiple access with collision avoidance. It is a collision avoidance. So it happen the collision if two are getting is overlapped, then collision will be happen. So that collision avoidance based on the MACA, that is multiple access with collision avoidance. It used short signaling packets for collision avoidance, that is RTS and CTS. RTS means request to send, we learn in previous sections. CTS means clear to send. RTS, which is nothing but a sender request to write to send from a receiver with a short RTS packets before it sends a data packet. So request to send. CTS means clear to send. The receiver grants the high to send as soon as it is ready to receive. And signaling packets contain sender address, receiver address, packet size. So signaling packets contain sender address, receiver address, and packet size. The variant of these methods can be found in IEEE 802.11 wireless LAN. So here the MECA having two operations. Those two operations are RTS and CTS, and having the signal packets. Those signal packets are sender address, receiver address, and packet size. It's enough to collision avoidance. MECA example, see here. Multiple access collision avoidance avoids the problem hidden terminals. See here. So in previous we learned MAC problems. MAC problems, which is nothing but medium access control having the two problems, that is hidden terminals and far and near and far problems. So to overcome the collisions by using of multiple access collision avoidance, here see this, using two operations, those are RTS and CTS. Okay, request to sender, clear to sender. Okay, here the A and C want to send the B. See this picture, A is represented as green color and C frequency is represented as violet color and B represented as red color. Okay, see this picture here. So A and C want to send B. So here A also transmit the data to B and C also transmit the data to B. A sends first. So A sends first RTS. RTS is nothing but request to sender. So request to sender. C waits after receiving from CTS to BTS. So the acknowledgement will be needed here, which is nothing but CTS, until the C waits after receiving the acknowledgement from B, which is nothing but CTS, that is the acknowledgement. And so on that purpose there is no collision occur here. Okay, and MAC avoids the problem of exposed terminals. Here exposed terminals are like this, A, B, C, and here A is represented green and C is represented as violet and B is represented as red. B want to send A and C to other terminal. B want to send A to and C. See here, A is send the info. transmission to A and C. Now C does not have to wait for, it cannot receive CTS from A. So here the C does not wait because it cannot receive the CTS from A. Polling mechanism. If one terminal can heard by all other, the central terminal base station, which is nothing but the central terminal, can poll the other terminals according to the certain scheme. Now all schemes known for fixed networks can be used. Okay, for example, randomly accessed polling. The randomly accessed polling base station signal readiness is two mobile terminals. These terminals ready to send can now transmit a random number without collision with the help of CDMA or FDMA. The base station now choose one address for pulling from the list of all random number, and the base station acknowledges correct packages and continues the pulling the next terminal. This cycle starts again after pulling all the terminals of the list. Here this is the very important to you, the comparison of SDMA and TDMA, FDMA and CDMA. So you must learn this table in this section. It is very important. Here the approaches are idea, terminals, signals, signal separation, advantages, disadvantage and comment. Here the comparisons are in SDMA, TDMA, FDMA and CDMA. So the idea SDMA is segment space into cells or sector, and the idea TDMA is segment sending time into disjoint time slots, demand drive when are fixed partners, and the idea of FDMA is segment the frequency band into disjoint subbands, and the idea of CDMA is it spread the spectrum using orthogonal codes. Terminals in SDMA is only one terminal can be active in one cell or one sector, and terminals in TDMA is all the terminals are active for the short period of the time on the same frequency, and terminals in FDMA is every terminal has its own frequency uninterrupted, and the terminals in CDMA is all terminals can be active at the same place at the same moment uninterrupted. And signal separation in SDMA is cell structure directed antennas. Signal separation in TDMA is synchronization in the time domain. Signal separation in FDMA is filtering in the frequency domain. Signal separation in CDMA is code plus special receivers. And the advantages of SDMA is very simple: increased capacity per kilometer square. And advantages of TDMA is established fully digital and flexible. Advantage in FDMA is simple, established, robust. Advantage in CDMA is flexible, less frequency, planning needed, soft handover. Disadvantages in SDMA is it is inflexible, antennas typically fixed. And disadvantages in TDMA is guard space needed, synchronization difficult. Disadvantages in FDMA is inflexible, frequency are in scarce resource. Disadvantages in CDMA is complex receivers, need more complicated power control for senders. And comment for SDMA is only in combination with TDMA, FDMA or CDMA is used. And comment for TDMA is the standard in fixed network together with FDMA or SDMA used in many mobile networks. Comment for FDMA is typically combined with the TDMA and SDMA. Comment with CDMA means still faces some problems, higher complexity, lower expectations, will in the integrated with TDMA or FDMA. So this is the comparisons of SDMA and TDMA, FDMA and CDMA. You must learn this table, all entire the topic of mobile access control by using of SDMA, TDMA and FDMA and CDMA based on the approaches of idea, tunnel, signal separation, advantages, disadvantages, commitments. Thank you students. I hope all of you understand this section.